Hi, this is Rachel Castani, and I wanted to talk to you about the journey through the 7 levels that I've been engaging with for the last 4, 5, maybe even 6 years, with a certain Graham Martin, whom you can find at grahammartin.com. That's GRAHAME Martin.com. And he's written a book called The 7 Mysteries, which is an amazing book. It's all about this journey through the 7 levels, which groups of us have been participating in, and you go through one level at a time. And some people call these the chakras, so you always start with the base, and then you work your way up to the sacral, and then the solar plexus, and then the heart, and you do one journey a month. But the book The 7 Mysteries is about the journey from spirit to matter. No, I've got that the wrong way round. It's the journey from matter to spirit. We do the journey from spirit to matter when we come into our bodies as a soul, when we're born. Most people think that we just arrive and get here like when we're born or very shortly afterwards, and it's not really like that. We take a few years to fully arrive into our bodies as a soul working in a physical vehicle, where you can see that in babies and young children, toddlers. They're just getting to know how their body works in physical form, and that's the soul coming in, and it's still coming in for the first few years, up to 7 really. And actually, for some of us who get traumatized for one reason or another, whether that was due to separation or something happening, or possibly even past life stuff, trauma can stop the soul coming all the way into the body. So some of us only get in about this much into our heads. Basically, we don't come all the way into our bodies. We're not embodied. And I think that this happens a lot more than is recognised, because if you look at our culture historically, it really values the rational head, left brain logic, and that to me is significant of people or a collective who've just come into their heads. They haven't fully embodied and gone all the way down into their heart, all the way down into their base. So we make this journey when we come in, when we're born. We come all the way into our base, if we're lucky. Some of us have to work really hard to get into our base because of trauma or something getting in the way or blocks. So, for some of us it takes 30 or 40 years to actually get all the way into our bodies and be embodied. So there's this issue around the base of some people can't get into it, so they're spaced out and they can't really get a lot done, and other people can't get out of their base because they're really placing their security in the material plane, and the spiritual realms is a bit more frightening for them. So it's like people either can't get into the base or they can't get out of the base. So that's where you have to arrive at and build a solid foundation in order to be able to journey up the levels consciously. We're all doing this journey, we're just not all doing it consciously, and there's no better or worse. Some people prefer to do it consciously and some people prefer to do it unconsciously, and that's a choice. But I do believe we're all doing it, and I've chosen to do it consciously in this lifetime. And the reason why I've stuck at it, and I've done it several times over consciously, is because this journey through the 7 levels combined with homeopathy seems to me to be the most profound changing agent that I have engaged with in my life. So if you want to make real changes, I really suggest, if you're feeling blocked, go read this book, The 7 Mysteries by Graham Martin, because it's a great read. There's a lot of information in there. Graham's got a gift for receiving information from the spiritual realms or the invisible world, whatever you want to call it, and the information is really useful because basically these 7 levels, the base, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye and the crown, they're all at levels of intersections of endocrine glands and nerve plexuses, and they're where our invisible energy body meets our visible, tangible, material energy body. And they're like gateways And when you understand the challenges and the mysteries at the different levels, it basically gives you more leverage to meet those challenges and to gather the resources that you need to move through whatever is blocking you to fulfilling your potential and doing what you've come to do. So it's really about a journey and becoming more whole and embracing who you are and what you've actually come or incarnated onto the planet to do. And it's a book full of resources and little golden nuggets of information, and it enables you to make your own journey and to do it consciously. So it's been a big part of my personal development journey and my spiritual development journey, and I recommend it to anybody who's on that path. Check out grahammartin.com. Thanks.